Welcome to Warrior Cooking. Now today I'm doing a bit more twig stove cooking with a titanium Onetigris twig stove. So today I have got with me brown bread rolls with me, some nice wholemeal rolls. I've got some lettuce, some tomatoes and some bacon, and I've got some chicken that I cooked indoors yesterday because I had roast chicken for my dinner last night and there was some left over, so I bought it out today. So the chicken is ready cooked. So let's fire up Onetigris, get him into action and then get on with some cooking. And it might smoke a bit today, this stove, in the beginning because it has been raining this morning. So these twigs are a little bit damp, so it might struggle to light this Onetigris because I've only got a bit of tissue paper in it. There's no firelighter or nothing in there. And them twigs, they're not wet, but they are a tiny bit damp. So the stove will probably be like a smoke bomb for the first 5 minutes until it burns the moisture out of them twigs. It does look like it's catching though, I can see that underneath. Yeah, that is starting to go now, that won't go out, but that is kicking out some smoke though, and that is just because it has rained a bit this morning, so the outside of them twigs has got damp. So let's go over to my pot of goodies and start chopping and making my roast chicken BLT rolls. And that is kicking out a lot of smoke. Look at it. I hope no one calls the fire brigade. They think someone's house is on fire. So I'm just going to chop some lettuce up. That'll be enough. I'm only doing 2 rolls today. Load of lettuce there. So just chop that up into little tiny pieces. And then I shall put that lot out of the way in my cup until I need it in a minute. Well, that's as long as I can still find my cup in a minute, because there might be so much smoke I might not be able to see. So let's chop up my tomato, and again this is another tomato that I got of my next door neighbour, so this will be a really tasty tomato because he does grow a good tomato, my next door neighbour. So I'll just slice up the tomato. I've only got 1 tomato with me. There you go, look, the stove's just boomed into life, so that'll start clearing the old smoke now. It's windy today as well, it's proper windy, so that kind of makes your stove smoke a bit as well. When the wind is kicking up, the stove does smoke a bit. But that's all part of the fun of cooking with a twig stove. So I just put my tomato in the cup out of the way as well. Brush the bottom of my frying pan off. Put the frying pan up on the stove. Yeah, it's going nice, that stove now. So all it was is just where it rained and a bit of moisture got on the outside of the twigs, but it didn't take long to burn it off. And that's going like a good one now, look at it. So let's get me bacon out, nothing special, just another pack of bacon from the supermarket. And I do normally try and buy, like, they do packs of bacon called misshapen bacon. I normally buy that because it's a lot cheaper and you get a load of bacon in one of the packs, but they didn't have none yesterday when I went shopping. So let's just lay my bacon into the frying pan and get it cooking. Now I'm just going to do 3 rashers today because I'm only doing 2 rolls. And I have got a really nice bit of roast chicken to go in them as well. So 3 rashers of bacon will be plenty for these rolls. And I did have 2 boiled eggs and a nice big bowl of shreddies for my breakfast this morning, so it's not like I haven't eaten today. And tonight I've got Jess and Amy both coming round for dinner because I've got a load of leftover chicken indoors, and I'm going to make a Thai green chicken curry tonight with rice and a load of naan breads, and we've got some poppadoms and that, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to my dinner tonight. So let's just put a few more twigs into the stove, because when it goes like that with just them red embers, it will go out quite quick when it's like that. So let's get a few more twigs in now, keep him burning. I don't need to load this right up today, I'm only cooking bacon on it, so it doesn't need a lot of twigs. And that will probably start smoking again now, because I've just put more damp twigs in it. There you go, look, it started smoking already, and them twigs have only got a little bit of moisture on them. It's amazing how a tiny bit of moisture can create so much smoke. So let's just get a few more twigs in there, and I don't need to load the stove right up today. I am only cooking bacon on it, and that bacon really won't take that long to cook. So I should just get a few more in there, a couple of bigger ones, and then that'd do it. That'd be enough to keep the bacon going. Just chuck one more in there for luck. That'd do, that'd be plenty in there to cook the bacon. So there's not actually that much smoke coming out of it now, and that's catching, that's going straight up with them twigs. So them twigs are obviously a bit drier than them first ones that I put in it. Them little tiny ones had a load of moisture in them. So the bacon's cooking away lovely on the old frying pan. So I'll just get me knife and me spatula, and I'll flip that bacon over now, because that's probably done on that other side. Just turn that one over as well. Last one, flip it over. Yeah, it needs a bit longer, but it is cooking away nicely. And it's smelling nice as well, because I don't think you can beat the smell of bacon cooking on a twig stove. So let's go over and get me rolls out. And like I said, I've got brown bread wholemeal rolls today, and these are the same as the ones I had the other day, because them ones the other day was so nice that when I see them again in the supermarket, I thought, oh, I'll have them rolls again, they're well tasty. And I had a message from someone who watched the last video I made, that one where I cooked the bacon stackers. So they watched that, and then they messaged me and they said they are away camping for 3 days this weekend in a vintage Robert Saunders tent. They are taking a Onetigris stove with them, and they are going to cook them bacon stackers. So I hope they have a lot of fun cooking them. So I've just got 2 of my rolls out. I put the other 2 over there and open these 2 up. And then I should put the chicken in first, if I can find it. Here it is. So this is roast chicken. Like I said, I cooked a big roast chicken last night, and I had a roast chicken dinner, but there is a load of it left, so I've bought some out today, and then I'm making a Thai chicken curry tonight. So I've had good use out of my roast chicken. And you don't need to put chicken in these rolls today. You could just do the BLTs, it'd be really nice. I just bought some chicken out to put in them because I had it sitting indoors. And also, I do think that adding chicken to these rolls will make them extra tasty. So let's get my cup out and start loading these up with a tomato. So just put all the bits of tomato in there that I chopped up earlier. Load them up, plenty of tomato in there. And then let's get some lettuce going on in there. It's bought lettuce, this. I did not get this off of my neighbour. I do get lettuce off him sometimes, but not this one. I bought this one. So let's just get the last little bits of lettuce out of my pot. Put them in there. Oh no, my tomatoes fell out. Pop that back in. Last bits of lettuce in there. Put that bit back on, and I use the lids actually to squash this lot down, because it's all going to start falling out again, isn't it? And you could actually eat these just like that. They'd be nice rolls, wouldn't they? Chicken, lettuce and tomato, just like that. These two rolls will be really tasty. But a nice bit of fried bacon in there will take these rolls to another level. And I've got a bottle of mayonnaise with me, so I will put a big squirt of mayonnaise in them at the end. So all I need to do really now is just cut that bacon up and then put it into my rolls. Big squirt of mayonnaise, and then I will be done. So I'll just chop my bacon up, and although I'm using the knife in the frying pan, I can with this one because it is a cast iron one. If you've got like a modern frying pan with a non-stick coating, do not start chopping stuff up in it with your knife, because you will ruin it. But as this one is cast iron, I can do things like this in it. And it's good, this frying pan. Although it's a bit heavier to carry than a normal frying pan, it is much better to use on a Twig stove, this cast iron one. And the handle on it does fold down flat, so it folds down small, so it's easy enough to pack in your bag. It just weighs a bit, this pan, but I use this pan a lot. I've had it years and I really like this old frying pan. So let's start loading the bacon into my rolls. So I've got 1.5 rashers in each of them. And then I should give them a nice big squirt of mayonnaise, and they will be done. Chicken BLTs with mayo, cooked on a Onetigris stove. That is a nice looking lunch. So let me just grab my bottle of mayonnaise and give these a big squirt. Now you'll see a lot with me, I put sauce in everything. I've always got sauce with me. I really like a bit of sauce in rolls and that. And these will taste better with a bit of mayo in them, definitely. Or a bit of garlic sauce. Garlic sauce would go nice in these. So would American mustard. That'd be a good one to add to these. And saying that, the other day I cooked something really similar to these, and I put reggae sauce in them, because that's all I had with me. And I'll tell you what, it really worked. It was really nice with the old reggae sauce. So there you have it. 2 warrior style chicken BLT rolls, cooked outside on a Onetigris Twig stove. So come on, 'cause you know you're hungry after watching that. So get your backside off of the sofa, get your Twig stove out, or your gas stove, or your Trangia, and get yourself outside with a pack of bacon, a bit of chicken, some lettuce and tomato, and cook yourself some warrior style BLTs. So come on, don't just sit there. Turn the telly off, or turn the computer off. It's lovely outside. Go on, get out there. And there was no point buying that stove if you're not going to use it. If you don't use it, that stove was just a waste of money. So go on, get it out. Get your stove out, get outside and cook yourself some tasty warrior-style chicken BLTs.